The story of Brittany Griner has taken a shocking turn, one that feels less like a suspension and more like a quiet erasure. In less than 24 hours, leaked medical files, blurry screenshots without names or context, spread across Reddit and TikTok, allegedly proving she was born male. Within hours, her name disappeared from the WNBA roster. Jerseys vanished from stores. Mentions of her were pulled from team campaigns. And the league that once celebrated her every move had gone silent. There wasn't an official statement, not even a suspension. Just a quiet removal that left fans stunned and divided. Some called it overdue. Others called it an erasure. But one thing was clear: this didn't feel like a reaction. It felt like preparation. A move made by a league that had been planning her exit long before the leaks went public. And now, insiders are pointing fingers at NBA Commissioner Adam Silver, saying he personally gave the green light to cut her loose. The fallout has been brutal. Fans who once defended Griner are suddenly silent, while critics who've been circling her career for years are treating this like confirmation of everything they believed. From the start of her career, people questioned her voice, her frame, her dominance. Theories about her gender were whispered as far back as 2013, but they always seemed too wild to take seriously. That is, until a single leaked screenshot appeared and ignited every rumor at once. The league's reaction only made it worse. Instead of addressing the situation, they quietly began to scrub her from existence. No statements, no clarifications, just removals. And when Silver's "effective immediately, I am banning" clip surfaced, it looked like confirmation that the decision came from the very top. This wasn't about trash talk or foul play anymore. It was about identity, optics, and survival. The Caitlin Clark factor only fueled speculation. Her meteoric rise has become the WNBA's lifeline. Ratings, sponsorships, and a new wave of fans all revolve around her. Insiders say Silver didn't want anything distracting from Clark's ascension, especially not a scandal that could overshadow All-Star Weekend. To sponsors, Griner's controversy was toxic. To the league, Clark was the clean reset they needed. That timing wasn't coincidence. It was strategy. But strategy or not, the decision has raised even bigger questions. If the WNBA had these files behind the scenes, why wait until now? Why let her carry the league through years of campaigns, only to discard her when the rumors got too loud? To many, it feels like a setup. That the league knew all along but chose to act only when it became convenient. And the so-called evidence isn't even as clear as people think. Sources claim the leaked document didn't state she was biologically male. It hinted at ambiguous markers, possibly intersex traits or results of early hormone therapy. Nothing in it outright said born male. That leap was made by fans, not by the files themselves. And even if it did point to something unusual, the WNBA has never required gender testing, never published biological eligibility rules, and never disqualified a player for hormone levels. So why now? Why her? Some believe it's bigger than medical records. They see a pattern. Liz Cambage accused of racist remarks and pushed out without a fair hearing. Skylar Diggins-Smith sidelined by her own team despite battling through injuries and motherhood. Time and time again, the league has distanced itself from players who don't fit the mold, players who bring controversy or complexity. Griner, once the centerpiece of Pride Month campaigns and the face of resilience after her Russian prison ordeal, suddenly became too messy to market. And just like that, she was gone. Clips of her awkward interviews, her abrupt exits, her shirtless appearances, all of it resurfaced like evidence in a trial the public never stopped holding. Old rumors about her time in Russia, claims she was placed in a male prison never confirmed, came rushing back. Suddenly, every detail of her life was being reinterpreted as proof. And while the league stayed silent, fans built their own verdict. But Griner isn't staying silent anymore. Insiders say she's furious, convinced she was sacrificed to protect Caitlin Clark and appease nervous sponsors. Her team is already exploring legal options, pointing to wrongful removal. After all, she passed every eligibility check when she entered the league. No rule has changed since then. So what's the league accusing her of now? If they acted on leaked private medical information without policy or precedent, she might have a case that could drag the league into court. And if that happens, the WNBA won't just be dealing with Brittany Griner. They'll be forced to confront years of decisions that prioritized image over players, silence over transparency, and erasure over accountability. This is bigger than one star. Bigger than one leak. The WNBA is fighting for its credibility, its sponsorships, and maybe its very survival. Fans are left wondering, did the league just expose the very cover-up it was trying to bury? And if Brittany decides to take everyone down with her, will women's basketball ever recover? Now I want to hear from you. Was this the right move by the league, or did they just create a scandal far worse than the one they were trying to avoid? Should Brittany Griner fight back or walk away? Let me know what you think in the comments, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more deep dives into the stories shaking the sports world.